Piers Morgan lashed out at Prince Harry in his latest column as he rejected the notion the royal could be compared to South African activist Nelson Mandela. The Duke of Sussex, 37, was watched by his wife Meghan Markle, 40, as he made a keynote speech to the United Nations, UN, in New York City yesterday. The royal issued a thinly veiled critique of the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to end abortion rights during a speech marking Nelson Mandela International Day. He also addressed issues affecting the world, including the negative impact of climate change and global warming. Piers, 57, has hit out as he accused the royal of lecturing the world as he slammed Harry's UN speech. Writing in his new column for The Sun, the uncensored host vented his frustrations as he took issue with comparisons between the former South African president and the Duke of Sussex. Piers wrote, "Mandela was fiercely intelligent, remarkably resilient, astoundingly courageous, devoted to his family and country, genuinely humble, highly principled, incredibly inspiring, and lit up any room he entered with a smile that warmed the world." Harry, by contrast, is as dumb as a rock, breathtakingly arrogant, woefully hypocritical, deserted his family and country, is a permanently miserable whiny mood hover, doesn't inspire me to open a crisp packet, and wouldn't understand a principle if it slapped him round his haughty woke-ravaged chops. He added, "It takes a special kind of brazen brass neck to stand up at the United Nations in New York, as he did today, and lecture the world about climate change when you constantly use luxury gas-guzzling private jets like a taxi service." Meghan and Harry arrived in New York to address the General Assembly to celebrate the historic anti-apartheid activist and former South African President Mr. Mandela. He told the Assembly the world had come to know Mr. Mandela through photographs of a man who, even when confronting unimaginable cruelty and injustice, almost always had a smile on his face. The Duke then spoke of a cherished photograph of his mother Princess Diana taken with Mr. Mandela in March 1997, 5 months before her death. "On my wall, and in my heart every day, is an image of my mother and Mandela meeting in Cape Town in 1997, Prince Harry said. Prince Harry said the photo was given to him by the late Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who he and Meghan met during a 2019 trip to South Africa. Liz Hurley strips down to yellow bikini in UK heatwave. Latest Naga Munchetty replaced on BBC as host urged to call presenter TV. Meghan Markle's low-key appearance at Queen's Jubilee questioned royals. He said his mother's joy and playfulness were on full display in the photo. The royal then went on to address global leaders for their inaction on climate change legislation. "As we sit here today, our world is on fire, again. And these historic weather events are no longer historic. More and more, they are part of our daily lives, and this crisis will only grow worse, unless our leaders lead." He explained, daring, transformative decisions were needed to save humanity. These decisions may invite resistance from powerful interests. But the right thing to do is not up for debate. And neither is the science, Harry went on. The only question is if we will be brave enough and wise enough to do what is necessary. Prince Harry added that multiple global crises, from the war in Ukraine, to inflation and climate catastrophes, had given way to an endless string of injustices.